Hey everybody, welcome back to BPJ Game Station where we game to please. Today I'm going to be showing one of my builds for, actually this is a starter build for the Devastator, and so it's not fully maxed out or anything like that, but I will update this as I grind further. Uh, from what I can tell, if you're about average 3 levels behind, then you're going to have trouble. Not because you're not strong enough, but because the enemies just hit so hard. So let's go ahead and get into it, show y'all what I'm doing. Basically, we're still using moaning winds like usual. Nothing's changed there, but we have added a few things, and I will just get into that with this boss fight. So the first thing you want to do is you want to use your gravity leap. And then use your earthquake, and that's just building up AP.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing there. And then I also got Mage's Rage on, so I'll try to hit that, put that stuff on him. But most of the time that really doesn't go off. I don't think so. But Mage's Rage is still pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and kicking his ass. See, we took off 2.3%. That one. So go ahead and see what that is there. That is Banderlord's leg. Nothing can really drop. Anyway, so I'm going to jump right into the build and show y'all just a couple things. Let's see. So obviously the class, nothing has changed very much here. We do have this paladin that gives using skills increases anomaly power by 45% for 10 seconds. So you want to make sure you have that on, and just go down the path and fill it out just like I have it here. Everything just works pretty awesome from the previous build in the base game. So it's all set up the same there. And then as the skills, of course, we're using Earthquake, Gravity Leap, and the Impale. Just go back to the packs real quick. I took the top path. First thing, Impact Point. Seismic and kinetic skill damage is increased by additional 50% of your anomaly power. So anything that increases anomaly power is awesome. I went ahead and went for Puncture because this basically makes it where you don't have to put an ability on your armor that makes everything cause bleed damage. This does it for you. So also anomaly damage to enemies inflicted with bleed is increased by 10%. And then we got the Earthen Shell, which damage dealt with skills is converted to shield. 1 second cooldown. You got to have this on. This makes everything so much easier with the Devastator. Every time you hit something with a skill, basically you get shield, and this will keep you alive pretty much most of the time. So then we got Upheaval, Seismic. Enemies damaged by seismic skill become upheaved for 2 seconds, storing 15% of additional damage received during that time and releasing it once the effect ends. So this is good for your Earthquake, your Impale, and the other skill we don't use. And then Multi-Strike, 30% of damage dealt by seismic skill is stored and added to your next seismic skill. The effect resets every time you release your stored energy. So this allows for massive damage. So that's how you want to set that up. So basically I got this Evening Star. You want to be able to get this shotgun. This Death Renome that comes on it is freaking awesome. Before I got this, I was using a Damascus Offering, which I picked up, and it had a Claymore turn on it, Ultimate Storm Whip, and Strings of Gauze. So pretty much you're going to have to deal with whatever you pick up as your starting weapons. This one definitely done a good job for a while until I was able to get this shotgun, because it's got all effects that all you got to do is shoot it, and it's hitting it with almost 600k of damage. So a bunch of AoE effects on the enemy. And then also I was using this as my secondary, of course, the Death Shield to get the Fortress and the Moaning Wind. So you know, just as I started picking stuff up, I started updating. So this shotgun, this Death Renome, when 2 of your equipped skills are on cooldown, receive a 68k firepower bonus and also a 61k bonus anomaly power. So that's what I'm going for, is that bonus anomaly power. And so when I got that gun equipped, basically, got to give it time to load there. But so I got 308k anomaly power with just a normal Anemoi. But when I changed to that one, it goes up to, with all my bonuses and everything, it goes up to 432k. And then, so basically, if you shoot them with this and you get, you know, any amount of critical shots, that also gives you a 10% anomaly power bonus for 15 seconds, and that stacks up to 4 times. And that's with the Mage's Rage. I would like to get that Death Renome and try it on something else, but I'm afraid to break this Evening Star down because it's got Death Renome and Mage's Rage on it, and I'm just pretty sure that I'm not going to be able to get that again. So basically, with your weapon, I would say if you had to give up anything, you could give up the Mage's Rage and just have the Death Renome and something else. But if you get it's a double gun called Final Penance, you can break that down, and that's where you get Mage's Rage from. So if anything else, get an Evening Star, and if it doesn't have Mage's Rage on it, then put Mage's Rage on it. So that'd be very helpful. And then for the second attribute, I put a Radiation Splash, and that's reloading causes a small explosion that inflicts vulnerable and deals 647k damage to enemies within a 5-meter radius. So I think this is the best gun for that. It also comes with critical damage, close range damage, and status power. So all good attributes as far as that's concerned. So then, of course, the secondary, I got the Anemoi. I picked this up. It's already got the Moaning Winds on it. I put Fortress on it, which is always good. And then it's got Dome of Protection on it as the third attribute, which is not really what I want to be there, but this is how it drops, so that's what I'm dealing with. But it still works very well for what we use it for. We mainly use it for the Moaning Winds, but if you are going up against a boss, you can shoot it and get that Fortress to also give you the shots increase your current armor and resistance by 5%, stacking up to 3 times. At maximum stacks, the buff is doubled and additionally grants 25% damage increase for 10 seconds. So none of that stuff hurts, so that's definitely a good and powerful gun to go with. But like I said, if you don't have that, you can go with just the normal Death Shield. Each one of these are going to work. And when I was talking about the average gear score, this is what I'm talking about here. And when I got to Apocalypse level 20, they started hitting harder and it was harder to survive. So I went and farmed some more armor to get my average level up. And so basically what I would do is, if you're trying to farm armor, you know, just go for the stuff that apparently, you know, like my Seismic Commander's helmet, which has still only got 2 attributes on it. Try to get you a helmet to spawn. When you go into the map, you can look over here and you can go over here and farm for helmets from that area. And basically you still want the 3-piece Seismic Commander set. So that's why I still have this one piece here that's just not up to par. But pretty much I got Ultimate Impeller on there, which comes on this piece for the helmet, and then I put Second Quake on there. It did have the one that brings your armor level up, but I'm pretty sure that it caps out at 80%, and we already got it up to 79.8, so I took that off and then put that Second Quake there. And then the chest piece, I got the Anomaly Power, Status Power, and Cooldown Reduction maxed out. Then of course it comes with the Palisade, Impale, the skill can strike 2 additional targets. Extra Quake, Earthquake, the skill can be activated 1 more time before triggering cooldown. And then obviously you see the high intensity, we're not using that attribute. If I could pick something else to put here, it would probably be like Circle of Power or something like that, because when the enemies have anomaly bullets, that can seriously take off your health real quick. So Circle of Power would be a great one here. Also, Another one that would be good here is Anomaly Echo that grants 62k firepower and 57k anomaly power bonus on skill activation for 6 seconds. So that'd be another one that would be good to put there, but we just haven't got that to, fall as we would like yet. So like I said, this will be updated in a future video. And then we got the Seismic Commander's leg armor. So we got Tainted Blood on here, which comes on this piece. Rivers of Blood, which also comes on this piece, and then obviously Primal Chain Gun. We're not using that, so we could put one of those other abilities I mentioned there, or get it to drop with something, obviously. And then we got the Gauntlets of the Cannonball. Basically, I would rather have, instead of bonus firepower, either anomaly power or status power or max health, but it didn't drop like that. We can get another hand piece. This is not part of the set or anything like that, so I'd try to get something else. But basically the attributes on this are really good. I got Captain Hunter on this, Bloody Boost, and Postmortem. And so you know what Captain Hunter is, you pretty much know what Bloody Boost does. And then Postmortem, enemies killed by the skill generate up to 3 additional spikes, impelling enemies with a 5-meter radius from the killed enemy. So all that just suits this build really well. And probably, if I had to, this would be one that I use resources to level up and just keep going that way. And then I had to get this to drop. I was using another piece, but it's got Impeller on it. Impale, the skill can be activated one more time. Unstoppable Force increases your anomaly power by 50%. And then Sharpened Spike, the skill deals 249k more damage. If I could, I would take off the Impeller and put something else there, because I really don't need 3 Impels. Or I don't need 4. I got 4 right now, so I just need 3. So I could put another ability there if it dropped that way. But basically, when you're trying to, upgrade this stuff, you're really just looking for stuff that would benefit AP and the Impale or Earthquake effects. So that's what we're looking for. So pretty much, I think I mentioned everything that that you need for this build. And that pretty much covers everything, guys. Y'all saw how fast I flew through everything. And it, that boss, and then if you're taking out enemies, it just wipes them, so I'm pretty sure that you can get through a lot of the Apocalypse levels as long as you keep your average score up here. So that's about it, guys, and I appreciate y'all watching. I am gonna look at let's see the stats real quick just to make sure. But the weapon damage bonus 19.8, whatever you want to see there. Skill damage bonus is 7,500%. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Status power 137.8, and then the global cooldown. I did forget. Let's see. The Ascension score. Basically, what I put into this, I got anomaly power up to 10. Anomaly damage up to 10, and now I'm working on the cooldown reduction. So that's where I have it now. That's 28 levels into it, so that's where we are. And that pretty much covers it, guys. I appreciate y'all watching, and please, hit that like and subscribe button if you like this video or any other ones that I've done so far. And I really appreciate it, and I will see y'all on the next one. Thanks a lot. This is BPJ Game Station, where we game to please.